Hello everyone, I am back. And as is my practice, I always show the good with the bad. And this is the, okay, not so good. It's not bad because we can fix it, but it's not good because we have to fix it. So when we did this, the red tinted came out really nice, except for there were spots where there was apparently some contamination on the surface, and it got what are called fisheyes. You can see some of them that still remain here, but they're livable because they didn't go down to the surface underneath. If they went down to the surface underneath, it showed black. There were black dots, looked like black freckles, and the size of the freckle in some cases was relatively large. So we decided to go ahead and touch it up with some of the red tinted epoxy because we had it left over from the last thing we were doing, the last part we were doing. So we said, hey, it's sitting here. We need to try to fix this. Let's do it. So we did. And we ended up with this freckled looking surface like this. We knew the hope is that if we sanded this down, it's only redder because it's thicker. I mean, there's a bump there. What we should have done was used a toothpick or something and only done exactly where the spot was, but we were using a foam brush at the time and I just went dab where I saw it. So we went to go fix it. And the first thing I tried was our typical little iron looking sander. I forget what they call these. But anyway, tried that. Tried that right here. And it helped. You can see where it would have gotten it, but it also ended up sanding the area around, which sanded through more of the red tint previously, and it would leave a halo around every one of these spots. Right now they have a halo because it doesn't sand, but that would leave a dark colored halo all the way around. Now, if you spray water on something like this, you can see what it would look like with a gloss. And you can see that's obvious, that spot. So then the next thing we said was, well, it's because that sander has a little bit of give to it on the face, and so it's trying to sand evenly across all the surface. So the next thing to do is to use a hardboard. This is a semi-hard board because it's hook and loop, so a real hard board that is PSA, pressure sensitive adhesive, would do even better. So we used that right in this area. There were dots all through here. You can see that. If I put the water on, this is just water, has soap. It's what I used to wet sand. Okay, it's gone. Those spots are gone. If you look really, really close, you can see right there is where one of them was, but you would have to look really, really close. And of course, the problem is it's very tedious to use this thing and sand this hole. So then I tried going back to this sander and sanding. I said, well, maybe it's because I was trying to get concentrated in the surface, and if I did it over a broader area, it wouldn't be as bad. Well, that's what I did right here. And you can see it does exactly the same thing it did down there. Because that's not a hard surface that I'm sanding with, it sanded through the red tint completely right there. And you can still, even at this point, you can still see where the dots were. So the solution to this is two different things. One, when you put on the tint, don't blob it on like I did. I would use a toothpick or something. And we did treat this, by the way, with another coating of wax and tar remover to try to get this to work. And we didn't have any case, I don't think, that it had a reaction. So the idea would be go into each one of these little dots with a toothpick and the colored epoxy on it, and only put it in as small of an area as possible. That would make this easier. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, unfortunately, tediously sand this whole thing with the sanding block. I do have one right here that is aluminum with very little pad, and it would work as well. I don't know where the handle is to this. I've had this for a long time. This would work even better than that one. But what we're going to do is we're going to sand this flat again. And then once we do that, we're going to put another coat of tinted epoxy on it. Now, my lovely assistant and I have a bet going. She thinks that these places where we had the reaction are going to come back. I think because we covered those places with this, that when we paint again, we won't have any of those issues. And yes, I realize I'm touching this with my bare hand, but we're going to use more wax and grease remover. I don't know where the stuff is. It was Krylon stuff, I think it was all I could find. People have been recommending the DuPont Prepsol, but when I searched, I could not find DuPont Prepsol, and somebody said they thought they quit making it. I don't know. I'm going to do another search and see. I'm going to try another product because I've tried every product that I could find, and we're still having this issue on every piece we make. All right, so that's it. We're going to, like I said, I wanted to show you what we did, what worked, what didn't work, and this definitely goes into the what didn't work category. It's a shame because other than those spots, this thing looked really, really good. I mean, you can see that if it wasn't for those spots, we'd have a nice part. All right, I'm going to sign off. So like, subscribe, hit the alert, share. If you want to donate, hit the thanks. And if you don't like what we're doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.